The Cleveland Browns are running out of patience, and it looks like Kevin Stefanski just drew a line in the sand. Dillon Gabriel's time as the Browns' starting quarterback might be slipping away, and with Shedeur Sanders waiting in the shadows, the next few games could determine everything. 2 games. That's all Gabriel has left to prove he belongs under center. But will it be enough to keep Shedeur from taking over the spotlight? Let's break it all down. When Dillon Gabriel was named the Cleveland Browns' starting quarterback, few could have predicted how quickly things would spiral. His rise to the top was never part of some grand plan. It was a mix of luck and timing. Joe Flacco's move to the Cincinnati Bengals and Kenny Pickett's surprising transfer to the Las Vegas Raiders left the Browns scrambling for options. And just like that, Gabriel stepped into the QB1 role, carrying the weight of an entire franchise on his shoulders. But what started as an opportunity of a lifetime has quickly turned into a nightmare for the Browns' offense. Gabriel has struggled to find any real rhythm. His passes lack precision, his command of the field feels shaky, and the chemistry with his teammates just isn't there. Every snap looks like a battle, every drive a gamble. The result, pure chaos. Analysts close to the team, like insider Darryl Reuter, haven't held back in their criticism. Reuter recently pointed out that Kevin Stefanski keeps emphasizing that it's not about one player, but about all of us. Yet that statement begs the question, what is Stefanski actually doing to help his quarterback improve? Because from the outside, it looks like Dillon Gabriel is only getting worse with each passing game. His best outing came in London against the Minnesota Vikings, but even then, it wasn't enough to secure a victory. Reuter summed it up bluntly. Gabriel doesn't stretch the field, and he doesn't elevate the players around him, and the numbers tell the same story. Since taking over after Joe Flacco's rough 1-3 start, Gabriel has struggled to make an impression. That London game against the Vikings offered a glimmer of hope, but the Browns still fell short, losing 21-17. A week later came a win over Miami, one of the league's weakest teams, which barely masked the deeper issues. Then came the harsh reality check against the New England Patriots, a disaster by every measure. Gabriel completed just 21 of 35 passes for a mere 156 yards and 2 touchdowns. Across the season, his stats remain underwhelming. He's managed 85 completions on 142 attempts, a completion rate of just under 60%. That's good for only 702 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a passer rating sitting at 78.4. For a team desperately chasing consistency, those numbers paint a grim picture. Now, reports from Browns insider Ashley Bastock suggest that Kevin Stefanski isn't quite ready to pull the plug on Gabriel. At least not yet. But make no mistake, the clock is ticking. Sources say Gabriel has 2 more games to prove himself. Stefanski reportedly wants to see if the young quarterback can string together a series of solid performances, something resembling progress. If he can manage that, it might buy him more time. But if not, the writing's already on the wall. The buzz surrounding the Browns' quarterback situation has only intensified with Shedeur Sanders lurking in the background. Fans and insiders alike are wondering, will Shedeur finally make his debut? Or will the Browns double down on Gabriel, hoping he can somehow turn things around? The next 2 weeks could define the rest of their season. For Stefanski, this decision could also shape his own future with the team. Stick with Gabriel too long, and the Browns risk falling apart before their eyes. Move to Shedeur too soon, and the pressure shifts entirely onto a young player still finding his place in the league. It's a high-stakes gamble either way, and Cleveland's patience is wearing thin. So here's the real question. Can Dillon Gabriel silence the critics and save his job, or is this the beginning of the Shedeur Sanders era in Cleveland? 2 games, 2 chances, and maybe one last shot to prove he belongs. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, the Browns' quarterback drama is just getting started. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over.